If you have a debit card or a bank account, you need to know about this right now.
How much money did you lose?
$176,000. One stupid mistake.
Brentwood woman lost her life savings after accepting a remote job she thought was with Facebook.
I thought I was doing the right job researching. They said everything right and took everything.
She learned the hard way. The job was not legit.
Hopefully someone else sees this and they learn from it.
We're seeing more and more cases where scammers are using advancements in AI to lure people into remote work as a way to make fast cash. But in this case, the scammers impersonated Facebook and what appears to be the victim's own profile to do it.
And it just infuriated me.
Dawn Furseth says she lost everything she's worked for within a mere month and a half.
How much money did you lose?
$176,000. What was that? Yeah. But learned a lesson for sure, and that's why I wanted to share it.
The 60-year-old Brentwood resident just finished a contract working for a Bay Area software company. This past October, she started searching for new opportunities.
You know, you get these emails that say, hey, we've got part-time job for you, remote situation. In the situation I was in, it sounded like, okay, let me try it.
Dawn says a woman named Lily told her this job was with Facebook's ad management center, explaining she would be placing ads at the platform as they're testing AI.
It's kind of in a beta state right now. So all the software buzzwords that my career was in software. So it seemed legitimate. And I thought, okay.
According to Dawn, she was paired with a training mentor who was coaching her during the onboarding process. But aside from one call, only communicated with her on WhatsApp.
So I had to take money from my bank via wire transfer into a crypto platform and then transfer that into the Facebook platform. And it sat there in a little digital wallet that I would then pull from to place the ads.
Dawn says that should have raised a red flag at the time.
So when you logged onto this app, it had your actual Facebook messages in it?
Yes.
Every single message?
It looked totally like it. It's the same icon, logged in with the same credentials as my normal personal Facebook. It was all the same.
She thought it was legit. In the weeks that followed, Dawn says she placed a slew of Facebook ads, and her account showed huge profits. At 6 weeks, she had one final ad to place before cashing in.
They tricked me. All I wanted to do was pull out $400,000. And I had a lot more in the wallet than that. They said, oh, you didn't do it right. You were supposed to pull everything.
Dawn says the scammers posed as Facebook's customer service, threatening to freeze all her money until she pays a 20% penalty.
Well, I didn't have anything left. And this mentor started getting really personal. The fur on the back of my neck stood up. Sorry.
$176,000 of her savings gone. Dawn says her so-called mentor then suggested she sell her car and all her physical belongings at a pawn shop to try and unfreeze her account. The messages keep coming, just haunting her.
One stupid mistake. It's gone.
All right, so now let's slow this down and walk through what actually went wrong here, because this wasn't just, oh, somebody just made a mistake. This scam is different. This scam was engineered to bypass a few things. Number one, common sense, experience, and even professional background. So listen, if you're applying for remote jobs right now, whether it's you or someone that you know, especially part-time or flexible work, this part matters, okay? First off, how to avoid this remote job scam or job scams in general, because not all of them are remote. Step one, verify the employer outside of the conversation, which means when you're not talking to the person over the phone or through the internet or however you're doing it. If a job claims to be with Facebook, Meta, Google, Amazon, or any major company, you never trust links, logins, or portals that they send you to. Here's what you need to do instead. Number one, Open up a new browser window. It doesn't matter which browser it is. Number 2, go directly to the company's official careers page. And then when you get to that page, you then want to search for the role by the title that you applied for in the job application. If the job doesn't exist right there on that page, the conversation is going to stop immediately. Here's why. Real companies, they do not recruit exclusively through things like WhatsApp, which is, of course, a phone application, Telegram, which is a messaging app, Signal, which is another messaging app, text messages. These are ways that a lot of scams tend to happen. But when people are looking for work, especially solid work with a major brand, it's hard to not believe something like this. And that alone is hard to stop. Step number 2. No legitimate job is going to ask you to move money. This is the biggest red flag in the entire story. No real employer will ever ask you to wire money. They won't ask you to buy crypto. They won't ask you to fund a work wallet. Those types of things are usually what scammers are going to say so they can get your financial information. And most importantly, they will never ask you to front money for ads, testing, or even training. That doesn't happen ever. If money is moving from your bank to them, it's not a job. It's a scam disguised as employment. Step number 3. Fake dashboards are the trick. It may look like the same thing, but it's not. The profits that she saw, they weren't real. They were numbers on a controlled screen. Scammers know how to build these types of things. They know how to build fake platforms. They know how to build fake balances or to make it look like money is yours or coming your way. They know how to create fake earnings dashboards. They know how to create fake customer service reps. They have all of these things in-house and it's so organized. So, and let's be honest, seeing money on a screen does not mean that money exists. Until money hits your actual bank account, it is not yours. That leads me to step number 4. Urgency is intentional. Here's what you want to pay attention to. Notice how the pressure escalated in the video. You didn't withdraw correctly. Who says something like that? Your account will be frozen. Now they're kind of saying, okay, now they're trying to turn this into almost like a bank conversation or a fraud conversation, or you need to pay a penalty, sell your belongings. Here's the thing. I know people are looking for jobs, but you have to stop for a second and say to yourself, does this make sense? Real companies do not threaten you to move faster. Now they may, want you to respond to a job application, but they're not going to pressure you like this. Pressure is used to stop you from thinking. When urgency shows up, that's when you want to pause. That pause is what saves people. Step number 5, communication channels. They're going to matter. If the mentor or HR department or support team only communicates through something like WhatsApp or messaging apps, that's a problem. Legitimate companies, they're going to use company email domains, which means it's their name at the company. They're going to use an official HR portal, verifiable phone numbers that you can look up, that you can call back. Messaging apps are used because they're easy to abandon once they steal your money and once the money is gone. Second, what to do if this happens to you or someone that you know. First off, if you realize even partially that you may be in a scam, timing is going to matter. So step 1, stop all communication immediately. You don't have to explain anything. You don't have to argue or go back and forth. And please do not try to recover money by following their instructions. You want to cut contact off completely. You can even block the number if you speak to them. Step number 2, contact your bank the same day. Here's what you want to tell them. You believe that you were the victim of fraud. Funds were moved under false employment pretenses, and let them know that crypto or wire transfers were involved as well. Here's why. The faster that you act, the better the odds, even though recovery is not going to be guaranteed, but it's going to put you in a good position to get it back. Step number 3, you want to file official reports. This is going to create a paper trail and can help you in rare recovery cases. You want to file with the following: the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center. The website is ic3.gov. Then you also want to file with your state attorney general, your local law enforcement. And even if funds aren't recovered, reporting all of this not only creates that paper trail, but it helps stop future victims. Step number 4, lock down your identity. If they had your ID, because remember, if you've gotten that far to where you're talking money and you've worked a few hours or whatever, you more than likely gave them your personal information. So again, your ID, your login credentials, access to your accounts, account numbers, routing numbers, then you need to do this right away. You need to change your passwords everywhere. It takes a few seconds, especially with your banking app. You then want to enable 2-factor authentication. Some people think that this won't save them, but listen, the more the better. Then you want to monitor bank and credit activity. Then you also want to consider placing a fraud alert on your credit reports just in case. Employment scams, they often turn into identity theft months later. And here's a final reality check. This scam worked because of this. It looked professional. It looked familiar. And it was personalized. It didn't rely on ignorance. It relied on one thing, and that's trust. Remote job scams are now one of the fastest growing forms of financial fraud because, let's be honest, right now people are looking for additional income. So they're job searching. They're open to flexible income. They're used to digital onboarding, going through Zooms. You guys remember COVID? So they're used to doing things online. But the rule going forward is simple. If a job requires you to send them money before you get paid, it's not a job. I'll see you at the next video.